Okay, picture this. You're walking through a field in rural India. The sun is setting, and suddenly you see it. A snake. Your heart just stops. Is it harmless, or is it deadly? What if your phone could tell you the answer, in literally seconds? Well, let's dive into an incredible piece of tech that does exactly that.
First, let's wrap our heads around the size of this problem. This number, 50,000. That's how many people die from snake bites in India every single year. It's the highest in the world. To put that in perspective, that's about one person dying every 10 minutes. It's a staggering crisis.
And this, right here, is the life or death question at the very heart of it all. For most of us, let's be honest, telling one snake from another is pretty much impossible. And in that moment of pure panic, not knowing the answer can be fatal.
Yeah, this is so much more than just a statistic. It's a crisis that hits the most vulnerable people the hardest. We're talking about farmers out in their fields, kids playing near their homes, families in villages where the nearest doctor who knows about snakes could be hours and hours away.
This really gets to the core of it. The problem isn't just the snakes themselves, it's a massive information gap. You see, when a harmless rat snake, which is actually great for farmers, looks a lot like a deadly cobra, two awful things can happen. Someone might get bitten by a cobra and not seek help fast enough, or a totally harmless, helpful animal gets killed out of fear.
So how do you fix that? Well, what if you could put a herpetologist, that's a snake expert, right in everyone's pocket? This is where technology steps in with a genuine lifeline. Let's check out the solution they came up with.
And here it is. It's called Slitherin. It's a mobile app that uses artificial intelligence to figure out what kind of snake you're looking at just from a quick photo from your phone. It's built to be super simple, super fast, and give you clear, life-saving advice when you need it most. And this thing is packed with features. It's not just going to tell you the name of the snake. Nope. You get an instant red light/green light on whether it's venomous, you get first aid instructions in your own language, and there's even an SOS button to call for help. The whole shebang. But you want to know the most critical feature, the absolute game changer? It's the speed. In a situation where every single second is precious, this app gives you a verdict in just 2 to 3 seconds. Think about that. That's the difference between panicked guessing and taking smart, immediate action. So, the big question is, how does it do that? How can an app possibly know so much? Well, it's not magic, but it is a really clever use of AI that works kind of like having a team of 2 experts on call. It's this brilliant 2-step check. Think of it like this. The first AI is like a security guard at a club. It takes one look at your photo and decides, wait, is this even a snake? Or is it just a stick or a rope? If it says, yep, that's a snake, it passes it inside to the specialist, the second AI, which then makes the final call on exactly what species it is. And that specialist is no joke. We're talking about a super powerful, 152-layer deep neural network. It was built using something called transfer learning. The simple way to think about it is that the AI was first trained on millions of random images to learn about shapes and patterns, and then it went to graduate school to become a PhD-level expert just on snakes. But, knowing the name of the snake is really only half the battle. The true power of this app is how it takes a moment of absolute terror and transforms it into a moment of clarity, a moment of informed action. I mean, this chart says it all, doesn't it? Without the app, you're lost in fear, panic, and dangerous guesswork. Time is slipping away. But with the app, bam, you get clarity, you get certainty, and you have a clear path for what to do next. It completely flips the script on a terrifying encounter. And the info you get is the full package. It's not just the species name. You get its venom status, step-by-step first aid, what it's called in the local language, even details about where it lives. And it's all available in languages like Hindi, Tamil, and Telugu, which is absolutely crucial for making it useful for everyone. And most importantly, the app is trained to spot the primary threats. These 4 snakes right here, the cobra, Russell's viper, crate, and saw-scaled viper, they're known as the Big 4. They cause the vast majority of deaths in India. Being able to instantly tell them apart and know the venom type helps doctors give the right antivenom way faster. So that brings us to the real-world impact, which is actually twofold. This is about more than just saving human lives, as critical as that is. It's also about fundamentally changing our relationship with the wildlife all around us. This quote from a farmer just says it all. Now we know which snakes to leave alone and which ones help us. It changes everything. When you can tell the difference between a threat and a helper that eats pests, fear gets replaced with knowledge. And that's how you get coexistence instead of conflict.
So you can see the app has this beautiful dual mission. That red bar, that's the urgent goal. Reduce human deaths with fast, accurate information. But that green bar is just as important. Protect harmless snakes from being killed unnecessarily, because they're a vital part of the ecosystem.
And when you think about who actually benefits from this, well, the list is huge. Obviously farmers and families, snakebite victims, the doctors treating them, even researchers who can use the data to map where different species live, and of course, the snakes themselves benefit when we learn how to live alongside them.
So for anyone out there who this might impact, or even if you're just fascinated by this incredible use of AI, the Slitherin app is real and it's available to download right now on the Google Play Store. And that really leaves us with one last big thought. Slitherin is just this perfect example of how a well-designed, focused piece of AI can tackle a very specific and very human problem. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What's the biggest challenge in your community, and what if a simple app could be the start of a solution?